everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Carr's Raiders.
Larry, thank you very much. A steady shower falling right now, and that's going to be the norm throughout this one. We are told rain all over the radar here in Oakland. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter with the Baltimore Ravens. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Following the penalty, Lynch. Oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, Lynch pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Get down. Hey, 734.
First down, the run with Lynch. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So it'll be first down here after the run. They run again on first down, Lynch. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right near the 39.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football as they take over here 1st and 10. The first carry for Alex Collins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, Flacco now. Quick slant, that's caught by the veteran Macklin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Play action, Flacco. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. It's Collins. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
First carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And some room to roam now. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. In motion left goes Crabtree. On the give, this is Lynch. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's a give to Lynch. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. They'll run again with Lynch. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
On 3rd down, that's Lynch. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll begin the drive with Collins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They go again with Collins. And some room to work. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On the ground, this is Woodhead. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Flacco. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run the counter with Collins. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Bootleg. Flacco. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. A give left side to Collins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, Collins down right around the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's brought in by Washington. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Handoff comes to Lynch. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Get down. Hey, 7:34.
On the handoff, Lynch down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, 25 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taking you to 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. On the give, this is Collins running left. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Second down following the run. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
6-18. Now, 280. Later one.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking deep in the direction of Cook. He's got him in. Complete. There he goes. Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 77 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
93. Here we go.
Getting the call, Lynch running left. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So we've got a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now a give running left with Lynch. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bruce Irvin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Operating off play action. Flacco under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last gasp for Flacco. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, Charles,